Hello everyone, Michael O'Rourke, a yoga instructor and mindfulness facilitator from Cape Town, South Africa. This is the 6th video in a series about mindfulness. If you have not yet watched the previous videos, please watch those before watching this video. I've broken down the concept of mindfulness into daily themes so that your journey into mindfulness is not so daunting. Each theme can be understood bit by bit until they all sort of come together in your daily lives as we practice mindfulness. So, if you have not watched the previous videos, please go back and watch them, particularly as this video today refers back to the previous videos. The previous videos included an introductory video, a themed video for Mondays called Mindfulness Mondays. The Tuesday video was called Intuition Tuesdays. The Wednesday video was called Wellbeing Wednesdays. And Thursdays was Thankful Thursdays. Today's video is called Reflection Fridays. During this video, I want to explore a little bit about what has been coming up for you as you practice mindfulness, as you consider the concepts that are covered in the previous videos. In the themes from Monday to Thursdays, we talked a lot about awareness, being acutely aware of how you respond to the world, aware of physical sensations, aware of your thoughts and emotions, aware of your surroundings, noticing detail, sounds, smells, awareness of your inner voices, trying to distinguish between the voice of your head and the voice of your heart, your intuition, trying to identify the repetitive voices, particularly the critical ones, trying to identify whose voice that actually was. We also looked at being aware of our inputs and outputs, our daily behaviors in terms of what we give, what we take, our consumption of food, our consumption of energy, our consumption of media. What words do we use? What conversations do we have? Is there balance? Do we do enough self-care? Do we absorb enough positive energy? Or do we mostly give it out? So observing ourselves in that context. And then Thursday was about being grateful for what we have, trying to, for a moment, let go of the wishes and desires for something different. We are aware of those thoughts where we wish for something different, or perhaps where we long for the past. Perhaps we lost something that we wish for. Perhaps it was loss of a loved one, and we live mostly in the past, hoping and wishing that it could be like it was. So for Thursdays we reminded ourselves to take a break from that, take time away from the future and the past, and be thankful for what there is right in front of us. Today's video is about reflecting on all of those concepts and daily reminders and the themes. Because at the time we said, when we are aware, it's critically important that we do it with no judgment. And we also said we do it with a level of acceptance, because we knew that we can't change how we think, we can't change our traits and behaviors in terms of our inputs, maybe how we eat or how we consume energy, or if we're more of a giver than a taker. We can't change that overnight. So there was a strong theme of awareness, but equally of acceptance. However, when we notice and observe ourselves, there will be potentially areas of ourselves, what we notice and what we observe, that causes discomfort, perhaps pain. Perhaps when we hear that voice in our head that's critical, and we are able to recognize who it is that could be painful for us. When we are trying to bring ourselves to be thankful for what we have and move away from the longing of the past, maybe the loss of a loved one, there's pain. When we look at our thoughts when we're sitting in stillness, trying to meditate or be in the present moment, and we are encouraged to observe our thoughts from a distance, not to get involved in them, it's hard not to feel something about what we're observing. So the Friday theme is about reflection. This is probably the most important theme, where we need to be gentle and kind. And if it's too much, we walk away. If what's coming up for us and what has come up for us in the previous days is too much, we just ease back a bit. And when we're ready, we can move forward. We want to get to the point where we're turning towards the fear, the pain, the behaviors that we are observing. We want to turn towards them. We want to position ourselves for self-development and perhaps softening and adjusting our response to the world. However, it takes time. Sometimes it takes the help of others. So for this theme, it's about reflecting what is coming up, what is making us feel uncomfortable, what is making us notice thoughts of regret, guilt, shame. What are those aspects of our lives? So this is the start of the journey of moving from awareness to acceptance of the present, of how we are at that moment, towards self-development and positioning ourselves to make changes that are good for us. But for now, it needs time. We need time to sit with what we are noticing, and still doing it with compassion and kindness to ourselves. So today's theme is perhaps a little deeper, more scary, and there's no shame in taking it very slow, taking a step forward, taking a step back, and trying again. Take a deep breath. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're enjoying the series. Look out for tomorrow's video, which is actually one video combining Saturdays and Sundays, and the theme is simply slow down Saturdays and Sundays. So look out for that. As always, I welcome feedback and comments. The email address that you will see now is there for anybody to use to contact me, find out more. Maybe we can engage in a conversation about some of these themes. Thank you again for watching. Bye-bye.